Hey, there we go. Whoops, I need to bring my mic. Hello, 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 everybody. Getting started. Iced coffee. I'm ready. Are you? The music is a bit low today. I think the other day I was. Hey! How are you? Tight Twitch? How do I pronounce your name? Nice to see you. Whoops. Whoops. It's not a good sign when a USB do the doo-doom. Doo-doom. There it is. Boom. Today we'll be working on the integration. Good thanks. It's like old English verb. Tied up. Tidy up. Okay. Tidy up. Welcome. I should do a proper start. So I'm Frank Boucher and your host. I'm a developer advocate. I work at Reka. Today we will be working on this n8n integration. Totally free integration, so you could host n8n. It's a great platform. If you don't know, I will describe a little bit more about it in a few seconds. Reka focus on AI, so Wednesday I stream and I focus on AI. So we do AI stuff all the time on Wednesday. So if you're interested to learn more how to integrate AI and Vision AI and all those things in your apps, follow the channel. Or subscribe on YouTube. I'm streaming both on Twitch and YouTube. And as you can notice, English is not my primary language, so I understand if you're struggling writing questions and stuff like that. So it is a safe place. Feel comfortable. I need to play a little bit more with Node-RED. If Node-RED is the thing I think it is. Yeah, I didn't try was it Node-RED or was it something else? I think it was something else. Someone I saw this week, an event, and I was like, oh, I need to check that, and I forgot. Making AI workflow really easily with like kind of a same interface as n8n. But yeah, it's an integration platform, or automation platform, and you could interconnect bunch of stuff. Just like, for example, this is one of the template I created a little while ago. Can I make that bigger? Each time it's the same question. Can I make that bigger? Okay, I know I can zoom. Good. Like this. So, you know, for example, this template. And today, if we wrap up quickly the release, I think we're pretty close to have a release version ready. We may work on a different template that will leverage the new functionality we're adding in that release. So for example, this template, that I already share at the community, you could build it your own, but if you use it, it just like in one click, all of that arrive in your environment. So that's way faster. So that one, what it does is each time there's a new video on a YouTube channel, it generates a clip. So you have a long video, it will the workflow will get triggered, and like you create a clip job on Reka side using AI. So you say, for example, hey, found an interesting moment on this, or like cut and keep just the demo, whatever. Like it's a prompt, AI prompt. You decide if you want subtitle, how you want to subtitle, the color, the location, the font to use, like everything. Then AI will start working on that, cropping, changing the format. Maybe it's your original video is a horizontal, you want video clip, so often clip, or more like short YouTube shorts, or like Instagram video or TikTok video or whatever. Vertical. We'll do everything. So that's why here we have a little loop where we check, hey, is my task ready? And then when it's ready, just because in n8n, and it was like, I didn't know, I didn't want to do like 10 template for like, hey, publish on YouTube, publish on. I say, you know what? I will just send a notification email. So I send you an email, say, hey, like you can download the video there, it's ready, and you download it, and then you can publish it by, you know, validate that you like it, and then publish it if you think it is. So yeah, so we're working. So that's already there. In the last stream, we worked on adding more functionality. So now you could ask about images, you could detect object. So I don't know. So like, where are the eyes in that pictures, or like, is there a gun in that picture for security purposes? I'm thinking, and then you know, you have your answer. I think a template that detect a specific object could be interesting. So that's what I was thinking as a template, maybe, or maybe filter. I don't know, like maybe we could do cats and dog, whatever, you know, just like have something. But I did try, was it yesterday? Earlier this week, I tried, and I was using Google Drive, and it was not fun. It was so not fun to mess around with those. So I don't know what I will do. But anyway, I digress. So we are really close to that. So we're building our own component and stuff like that. And we added a bunch of stuff. And I want to show you a little bit more of what we add. So let's just start. So by the way, I like to do that at every stream, just to share to people that, because depending on what I do, sometimes I'm on Windows, sometimes I'm on Mac, and when I stream, 99% of the time I'm on Linux, and today it's a Archie distribution, so it's an Arch distro. I love that distro, really nice and efficient. So what we want to do is we want to go in the n8n folder, and if I'm not mistaken, I have a Docker Compose there. Excellent. The Plumbum external service setup is often the most painful. Are you talking about n8n? Twitch? Tidy Twitch? Sorry. Yeah, for the Google Drive was because I wanted to. I can probably show you. I should maybe validate first in a secret screen like what I will be sharing as a folder. But my point yesterday was, I would like to. So when you are looking at your Google Drive, there's a property called description, and I was like, let's ask AI what the image or the video is, and then populate that description. And by default, it's not possible. Sorry, I will just clean up my glasses. I have like some in it. So by default, it's not possible using the connectors. So you need to do a different call of an API. And I was like, okay, it works, but I feel like maybe it could be a good example of a template, but then it will be a complex template because I'm using sometime the connector to Google Drive and sometime like raw and kind of like what look complex of an API to Google API and stuff. So I was like, nah, maybe it's not the best one to share. I think I will still do it because it was not it was not like a, let's do this and it worked on the first try for me. So I was like, if it was hard for me, imagine someone that was a little bit less technical and try to do that and it's not working. So I was like, maybe I should do something like that. But I like the doing template. At least I should prioritize. That's what I should prioritize templates that are a little bit simple first. So using the tool looks simple, and then after that, go with more complex scenarios. Yeah. And then, and then after that, we could do a bunch of stuff. I think even like we could sort images on your local folder, and I was trying to do that. And initially I was like, is it silly? Let's say I have like a folder with a bunch of image and video, and then I want to, I don't know, sort it by whatever it is, a different folder, just like, so they are sorted. Maybe we could do that as a template. And then people after that, they could tweak it the way they want. That could be interesting. Okay. So I have my Docker file. So let's start the Docker container that contains your n8n developer instance. So I just need to do Docker compose up/d for daemon or detach. Cool, so now it's running. So if I go back here, I don't need that anymore. So I could do a localhost workflows. I don't know. Really? Did I put something? It's protected? I have no idea of what I put. Okay, I put this apparently. Let's. Don't think it was that, but let's give it a try. Maybe it was. Nope. Nope. Localhost. Nope. Damn it. Project is not set. How come the project is not set? The project should be set. There it is. Project is set now. Right? Project. Yeah, cool. Okay. Okay, so no. Hey! Hello. Raid! Some French friend. Les Français débarquent! Warning! Hello everybody. I usually do stuff in English here, but if you have any question or if you want me to speak slower in English, I can do that too. Bonjour. A question for you. Do we say fuck or say fucky? I wasn't sure how you say your name. Because, no accent. So I was like, maybe it's say fucky. But in English, it sounds really wrong. Okay. Okay. I won't say it either. Well, I could. But it's a seal in French. It's not the same. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome. So how was your stream? I saw you earlier. Yeah. How was your stream? I saw you earlier. I kind of lurked for a little while. And then I turned it off because I was trying to debug a very complex query and it was not working. And I said, okay, let's cut all the voice, all the thing, everything. But yeah, so how was your stream? Nice to have you. Today we're working on the n8n connector. So on Wednesday, I do stuff that are AI related. And since I work for a company that create models and things like that, it's often work related. Doesn't mean it's for sale though. Like today, it's a totally open source project. So I don't know if everybody know the n8n platform. It's a automation or integration platform. And we are building, like we already have a connector, an integration. It's not a connector, it's integration that let you have vision AI inside your workflow. So for example, you could say, hey, each time there's a YouTube video, like, longer form, then you use AI to say, hey, find interesting spot, create a vertical video, add the caption with like blah, 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 this found those colors and things, and like generate a video. Our integration does that, and you could use that, and you can do many more. That's a lot of progress, but little progress is still progress. I get that. Well, I saw you yesterday doing, was it yesterday? Yeah. Doing a bunch of, was it burpees or squat? I think it was squat. Anyway, a lot of exercise. That break your focus. Well, happy to have you here. So we're just, I just started the stream. Sorry, Evelyn. So that's the model. So let's say I remove this. So here it's a new workflow. And let's say this is manual, but you have plenty of triggers. So it could be, like I said, when there's a new video, it could be like on a kind of a cron task. So every Monday, whatever, or when you started manually, or when there's a new record in database, when I receive a new email, whatever. There's tons and tons of trigger. Yeah, that was definitely. Hey, Keely, super happy. Well, I'm glad I help you with the Azure stuff. I do less Azure these days, though maybe I will do more. I feel these days I could be more useful helping developer on how to use safely and smartly AI. Both inside. I feel like I did a lot of I've been using AI in my apps since 2019, I think, so pre-COVID, with Azure, with the cognitive services. But I feel like these days there's a lot of doing your app using AI or integrating AI inside of it, but there's also, as a developer, creator of content stuff, we could also use AI. And there are so many different tools and so many different things. I feel like I should create content to help people. Not that I know everything, obviously. I know, just like you, part of it. But then sharing it in French could be also very interesting. Not sure. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I should do it. And then I say, nah, maybe nobody's interested. I don't know. Okay, so let's say we want to add a new connector here. So we could just we could click here. It will open this tab here, and you could search. So for Reka, now we have Reka Vision here. And now I have a different version because I'm building it. So this is my n8n developer environment. So it run with the Node package, the TypeScript package. I just, kind of copy paste in my environment. And now we have all those options here. So I can move in the other corner. And if I zoom, so here we can create a clip, get the clip status, because, clip, it's kind of a job. You're starting a job on the Reka side, and it run async, stuff like that. And then you could also add a bunch of images. You can also do some Q&A with video and images that are pre-uploaded in your library. You could like manage video. I didn't do the search here. I should have done the search. Maybe in the next release. But what we worked on last stream was this section here, the prompt action. And I'm not sure, like maybe I will have to reshuffle all those actions. But here, so the prompt action is detect something in an image, detect in an image, prompt about an image, or prompt about a small video. And the reason why it's a small video is like if it's a big video, you cannot just like do it kind of a one shot. You need to preload the video. Sorry, I just smashed my mic because the mic is in the video library apparently. And then like you could ask, you know, to generate a quiz. That's one thing I like to do, like about the video, generate me a quiz with options, answers and stuff like that, and explain the you know, you could do a bunch of different things. You could even ask AI to give you feedback on your presentation skills or things like that. So you could do a lot of things, but for those longer video, it could be like a 2-hour long video, like a stream. Like you need to do it in advance. But if it's a smaller, like, you know, I don't know, like a 10-second video or an image, you could do like a one shot. So what's in this video? And then AI can do it in one shot. So those are in the prompt. It is. I, you know, even while I was working at Microsoft using AI, initially I was like, I don't want to use AI. Because they were like, yeah, let's use AI so I could code at your place. I was like, no, I like to code. I want to do the job. And now with like all those agents and stuff like that, then I can say, hey, do that thing because I don't like this. So I could just, you know, tell AI to do the different thing. Exactly. Right? It's like, no, I want to do it. I like that. But there's always part that we don't like too much, and we can use AI to do it. And now I feel like sometime I use AI like mostly all the time now to go faster, and sometime I don't use AI because I want to have fun. And often I say to that, you know, like hiking. I like hiking. Obviously, I could go faster if I take my car, and most of the time I will use my car. Doing the grocery with a car, it's so nice. You know, bringing back the grocery at home, so much easier than if you walk with like all those bags. I could do it, but you know, but then at some point, I say, you know what? Today I'm going for a hike. I will pick my backpack, my camera, and I will go for hiking for fun. So I feel today coding is the same thing. When I want to be efficient, when I will, you know, have something like an ease of doing stuff, I will use AI, I will use tools. And then when I just want to have some fun, or in a day, you know, some tasks, you know, that thing, I'm doing it manually. And then I will do it manually. When I use it, it's more like asking a colleague, how would you approach that feature? Yeah. Well, like now, like Googling, you know, you could just like open any chat interface and just ask. And you could get started with Reka, creating clip of your stream if you want. You could have a free subscription key. So that's my, I should have like a sponsor banner. Yeah, if you go at Reka.ai, you could have free, if you create an account. In fact, I think it's, if you go at app.reka.ai, isn't it? Yeah. I'll put that in the chat. And after that, I'm not trying to convert everybody to Reka. But if you sign in, you could sign in with like your Google, or I think we accept also Gmail account, whatever. It will automatically create you an account with a renewable membership subscription. So you get free tokens every month. And with that, there's plenty to generate, not generate, but yeah, like generate clips or analyze text or chat or a bunch of stuff, and it will be free. But our AI is less for developing. It's more a physical AI, so it's more to understand what's happening in a video or an image, or like translating voice if you have like audio and you want to like have transcript. If you want to do web search, that's pretty cool. I like that one too. The Reka research, it's pretty cool. It can search the web for you. So you know, sometimes you ask to AI, hey, what's the last version of this? Or what's the score of that whatever sport team? I know it sounds like Surly Dev, but who is it? It was Tête d'Ampoule. There's plenty. I should switch in French and continue. There's so many French people today. Yeah, generate summary and things like that. It's pretty cool. But so Reka Research, what it does is you could go and say, okay, I want to search online, and you could say, hey, you know, what's the best restaurant? I'm visiting Paris, and I want to own a best restaurant to eat pizza or like a steak and frites, something like that. And then it will go browse the web for you, analyze the images, and maybe you say, hey, get back to me with like the name of the place, the address, and the phone number. So, you know, when it found some list, it will analyze the score, it will find a way to analyze the score and stuff like that. And maybe on the first page where it's like Bistro à Jojo, like the phone number is not there. So then it will dig deeper on that website to find the phone number, and okay, now I have the phone number, and come back with like, so it's a multi-agent bunch of stuff. It will create a bunch of session, kind of summarize everything, and come back to you with like, this is the list. So it's very efficient, and there's less hallucination when you do that, instead of just asking. And if you ask a lot of time, it's just a snap whenever the model was created. Here is just like it really going and it's searching. So that's it. So now what we want to do is, I think we had all of that. So we have prompt about an image, a video, and we can detect. So for example, if I say detect an image, and let's go, I need an image though. So let's go, if I go on the docs, I don't have a cat in the documentation page. Where is it? Here? Yeah. So let's take that image.
Bonjour. Hi.
Ha! Now it's you, mister. How are you, Surly Dev? So we can copy the image address. Usually it will be, let's say you're going through like some folder, or you receive that image, but here just for testing purposes, I'm hard coding the image. And I say, oh, you know what, show me the cat. And we're using Edge, is definitely the best model for that. So if I execute that, it should come back with the coordinates. Yes. Right? See here, like have the coordinates. So I'm not bad today. I had a big Monday, but today it's fine. I was still struggling with my database, and I'm not struggling with the database. It's Metabase. It's the chart. I said earlier I was struggling with database, but it's not the database itself. It's Metabase trying to do things, and it's like it's not doing the thing I want. And I try to, because you could connect AI to it, and I try, and there's some error. So I'm not sure if I did a typo in my key and stuff. But then it was time to stream, so I say, well, look like it's a fight for another day. Yeah, it's a database that's struggling with me. But usually I'm pretty good with databases. That's where I feel often I'm very strong for a developer. Like I started as a DBA, so kind of good with databases. Code came after. Initially, it was databases. I was doing a lot of crazy queries and stuff. Okay, so yeah, so here we have like coordinates. So then we could take that. And yesterday I was looking, how can I integrate that and like maybe return and like, but I feel like that's code. So I feel that's not part of n8n. Like it could be like an API or something that take that value and like, put the, the coordinate, like if it's like a red rectangle here around it. So that's done. The thing, so we have images, we have video. I think it could be cool to have PDF. I'm not sure I want to do audio right now. But we could, but I feel right now I feel like more visual. I want to, since it's the visual integration, so PDF could be cool. So you could say, hey, this is a PDF, and then like based on, let's say it's a game, like do something about it, or like this is all bunch of like maybe a resume that I receive, filter the candidate by experience on blah blah blah. So I think we could try to add. Oh no, my mouse stopped working. Okay. So I think I want to add PDF, and then we can update the README and stuff, and that will be the cut for this release. That's the plan of today. That's the fundamental to be a good dev, understanding data and the destination. You're kind of right, Dampool. I forgot what you do. As a job. I completely forgot. I think you changed, but I forgot what it is you do right now. Right? You're in your second career type of thing. I forgot. Oh, is it? Software engineer, okay. Always been there? Always been doing that? Let me validate something. Oh no, okay. For some reason in my, like I'm using Restream for the chat, so I have like I can see the chat if people are on YouTube in one place, so it's easier for me to have like multiple chat, have only one windows, and the title in that group chat is from the previous stream, so it got me worried for a few seconds. Okay, so you know what? Let's go PDF URL. I guess it will be a copy of the image URL, but it will be PDF. So we could switch to the code, so that will be here. So image prompt, we want to duplicate that, and it will be PDF prompt. So we could just do this. Is it too small? I can make it bigger. Is that better? And I guess I can go back in my corner. So image prompt copy. No. Where are you? So we could rename that PDF prompt. PDF prompt. So your game you're building, say fuck and Cullen, I think I understood you're also working on the same project, right? So what's the engine that you're using? Is it Godot or what is it? It looks pretty nice though. I don't know, like if you draw yourself Unity. Did you made the images, the graphic, the what do you call that? Sprites. Microsoft forever. I think I only tried once to do a Unity project, and it was with April, I think, and she built with, back in the day with the what was the Microsoft headset? I forgot how it was called. I didn't have that, but I had like something else, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do the same thing, but like in different tooling stuff. And then I was like, yeah, no, I have too much stuff with like all the Azure and like all the code and stuff. Skeletal animation with Spine 2D and Photoshop. So you did draw the images, skeletal, Colin. Because you have a background in graphic designer, right? Because you were doing that before too, or maybe you were learning it. Okay, PDF prompt, we have that good. So here it will be PDF, and then PDF. And then the beauty of it is AI should catch up that I want to change everything for PDF. So instead of media, maybe I could say document here. See how it's cool working with it. Just, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. It just guess what I want to do. I don't, nah, we can keep Flash, but I think I should not give the choice. PDF prompt. I feel like I should remove the, I want to keep it for in the future. Let's say we are pushing a new model, because let's say I started drawing in August last year. Oh, okay. Did you know each other before the stream, or you started working together because of like the game? Well, don't start a fight here. It's art. It's different for everybody. Hey, Maker Licks. Hello. Bonsoir. How are you, man? I assume Maker Licks was a man. Sorry about that. Maybe you are, maybe you don't. Welcome. Okay, so we have that. So look like it's all been converted. So now we can go here in index and add a new one. So prompt about a small video, and PDF, prompt about PDF. It will go in between because n8n force us to do it in alphabetic order. So I guess it will go here. So now I say prompt about, look at that. Look at that. How can you not appreciate, working with AI? It's exactly what I wanted to do. Hey, Hash, how are you? Hello.
Hi.
And McNet is there. Hello. How are you? So many friends. My English is very bad. Désolé. You're French? You could be fine too. I speak French, but I usually try to. Fun thing is, when I start making video, I was doing video in French because I couldn't speak English. Well, I could, but you know, yes, no, and toaster. The joke is we don't say grille-pain here, we say toaster. And then some people at Microsoft, in fact, wrote me an email and said, hey, like your video looked very interesting, but I don't understand. Can you add subtitle? And I said, oh yeah, sure, let's do that. And then I found out that it was harder adding subtitle back then than doing it again in English. And that's how when I start doing each video, I was doing it in French and English, recording them back to back. Yeah, I speak French. Like every places have different accent and expression, but if I speak French, I'm sure they will all understand what I'm saying. In fact, Cullen passed a certification, Azure certification based on my YouTube video, so I guess he understood something. By the way, out of context, what a weird conversation about chicken and eating people last time after the raid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a funny. Who was it again? I forgot the name of that woman. It was very interesting. I stayed way longer than I should. It was so fun. Like it went, and at some point we're talking about, you know, chicken and eating humans and flesh. Oh, it was really funny. Whoop. Yeah. If you want to talk between yourself, you can speak, and you can even ask question in French if you prefer. But I will, if I answer, I will answer in French and English. Just I want to stay clean for my. This channel is usually in English. But did I miss a question? Okay, actually, I met him on the stream. He's okay, cool. So you both guys met on a game jam. That's cool. Oh, thanks for the like.
Links just followed.
Thanks for the like. Who was it? Maker Licks. Thank you.
Bonjour. Hi.
I'm just trying to make sure I didn't forget. I didn't go past through all the questions. If I did, feel free to ask again. I'm going through.
Safe folk just followed.
Safe folk. Safe folk just follow. Thank you for the follow. It's very appreciated. Merci beaucoup pour le follow. C'est vraiment apprécié. Merci beaucoup. La dernière fois que je parlais en anglais, j'avais 12 ans. Aïe, hein? Yeah, without practice, so Maker, I'm just like going through the previous messages, and MakerLix was saying last time he spoke English, he was 12 years old. But I don't know, maybe you're 15 now, so it's just been 2 years, right? Or 3 years. Oui, je parle français. J'ai un copain avec qui je travaillais. Il est suisse. Et quand je parle avec lui, quand je parle avec François, parce que mon vrai nom c'est François, mais je suis connu pour Frank. C'est rien de secret, c'est juste plus simple. Il dit, quand je parle, je comprends. quand il parle à d'autres Québécois, je les comprends pas. Puis quand il présente, il n'y a plus d'accent. Non, je peux pas. I need to switch back to English. I can speak slower, but like, feel free to ask. Like, honestly, I get it if you're struggling. I will just repeat that in French. So, si tu as de la difficulté à comprendre, n'hésite pas à me demander de répéter plusieurs fois, mais je vais continuer en anglais, juste pour être correct. Today I attend to a demo of Open Code. Ah, I've been telling you about Open Code, n8n. It's great, right? Petit pois. It's not fromage. Usually the English people, they're all about croissant and fromage. I don't know, like maybe because of French from France. I don't know, it's always about that. Always like, yeah, fromage. It was very nice to have you, Sefok, so see you next time. Oui, la baguette, exactement. Okay. Oh, and feel free if you want to play the game. Si vous voulez jouer au jeu, c'est point d'exclamation drop. Exclamation point drop, and you can try to land on the target just here, and CB or CloudBot will cheer you up. And at the end of the stream, we check the best score and the biggest loser and a bunch of funny stats. Okay, so I think because of AI, because of in this environment right now it's Copilot, so because of Copilot, I think we're done. Yeah. It now supports PDF. So that was simple, right? All the work was done before for us, so we just had like to tweak a little bit. You know, the beauty of it is like, in fact, n8n, it's just interconnecting different APIs, right? It's not magic. And then it put kind of a UI, so people that are less technical, that don't know code, can make those connections. So, but you know, it was very simple. I had to change one parameter. So maybe it looked very like, yeah, it didn't do much. We did a lot of things in prep. And I was just like adding a new endpoint with like the one parameter, just like before, but the name of the parameter changed. So that's why it was so easy. Oh, did you land super close, but not enough? So let me build it, and I will show you. To do it, I think it's node run build. I always forgot the command. Yeah, and I will show you in a few seconds. But it's what I'm. Qu'est-ce que je code, c'est une intégration AI Vision dans l'environnement de n8n or n8n. So I think, did it work? Nope, it didn't work. Is it what I'm supposed to be? Okay. Yeah. Okay, it worked. Cool. So now what we can do is go back here, just restart our content. Oh yeah, different keyboard today. I can do just a restart. Did we try? I think we did try, but we figured out that I still need to restart my container, right? You didn't understand everything? I will show you in a few seconds. So n8n is, like when I say n8n is this, n8n for connecting infinite of things together. You create workflows. Workflows are kind of like a spine, a workflow, right? You have a bunch of different node, and each node do something. The first node is a trigger, something that trigger the workflow, just like an Azure function, an Azure Logic Apps or something like that. And after that, you add stuff. So for example, here, if we want to look and search for Reka, then we can go and, why it's not, maybe because I need to refresh. We're supposed to see what we just add and I didn't see it. So let's search again. Reka. There it is. Prompt about the PDF. Oh, I'm hiding it. See? Prompt about the PDF. That's what we just coded a few seconds ago. And unfortunately, I did the bad key, so I need to search again. Reka. So now I can do add a PDF. Boom. What? Oh, maybe, oh no, we forgot to add, to pass all the stuff. I knew it was too fast. What's the tool I'm using? On this specific one, like it's n8n, it's free, yes. Like what master links, what do you like? What's free? Is it free? n8n is free. The connector is free. You need an API key. You could have one for free with very limited tokens, but still you could process many things. But like all of it is free. So MechNet, I'm in Omarchi today, so Arch Linux. So I'm using Arch Linux Zoom. I think you are in Ubuntu, right? In Ubuntu, if I'm not mistaken, it's Win-Alt-8 to Zoom. If you look in your, if you look in your keyboard settings or something like that, shortcuts, you should have in it like Super Alt and 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yay! Who landed? Tête d'Ampoule landed with a score of 83. That's a good start. You're the first one to land, I think, today. But for me on Omarchi is Control Windows Z to zoom, and each time I press, I zoom, and then to unzoom, it's Control Windows Alt Z, zoom out. And I love it. I wish I could draw, just like when I'm using the looking for what it is on Windows, the tool to zoom it. Zoom it is the best tool ever. I wish it was cross-platform. So we added this new component, but we didn't add any parameters. So here I would like to specify what is my prompt. I would like to specify what is the PDF, and we forgot to bring those. Yeah, no problem, MakerLip. Lurking is totally fine. Thank you for lurking and being with us today. So let's fix that. So I need to here image prompt. We need to now add one more thing here. Oh, interesting. So I need to add a new one. So it will be PDF. So here it's PDF. Right? PDF from param. Oh. Yeah, it's there. And now if I go down, I can add this there. So by doing so, now here we have PDF prompt, and our here we did add, so those are the list of the parameter in our form. They're not calling it form, I forgot how they call it. Oh, sorry, they have Zoom. It is more than pretty good. It's awesome. Yeah, no kidding. If you're presenting, it's such a great thing. So you say Mark Zuckerberg did a Linux one? That's cool. I know at some point they thought about it with Scott. I wish, like, you know, we'll see how it goes. But then, like, there's different distro and stuff. Taidampool, you're in fire, man. 85. Oh, sorry, McNett. You were totally going on it, and I push you. Maybe I will bump in you and help you to. Maybe I just adjust your. I feel like I told you were going straight down on it, and I pushed you. Sorry, to the corner. Yeah, like Robosaurus. As a test, just for fun, yeah. At some point, I thought, oh, maybe I could do it, or like write something that does that. And after that, I was like, I'm not sure I want to fight that fight. Hey, GT, how are you? You found a glitch on the drop gain. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I don't believe you. Oh yeah, it's corner day today. Wednesday, even if it's in the middle of the week, you always land in on the corner. Okay, so I think now we just had the connection between our parameters and the form. So we could just rebuild and restart our container. So I go here, I restart my container, and I'll go here, I can close this, I can refresh. Refresh though, too fast. Cool, so now, yeah, now it's better. So now we have parameters, so we have a PDF URL. Do I have a URL with a PDF? Cool. So let's save this, copy the link address. How does it look? Does it work? Cool. So now we can do this, and we could say summarize. So, summarize. Yeah, and you can just execute this step. And oh, it's true. I forgot it should be PDF URL. I think we didn't change that. If we go in the, so we should let this go. So the prompt stay the prompt. That's good. Maybe instead of describe this document, though, it could be summarize, like I had. I think that would be a better placeholder. And here, PDF URL, it's PDF URL, PDF. Oh. Yeah, we did it. What's the problem? Unknown part type, PDF URL. It's not. Is it not supported yet? I picked that up from our documentation. PDF URL. PDF. Did I do a typo? PDF underscore URL. Did I do a typo? Because it's totally possible. PDF underscore URL. No, I did not do a typo. PDF. Okay. If I go here, if I go to, let's say, API reference, let's go chat. Can I try it? Cool. No? Interesting. Yeah, I fixed the glitch. Ah, so maybe after all, PDF isn't supported. Maybe after all, PDF isn't supported. Visual API reference, let's try. If I'm... You got me worried if you landed again with like a 85 something. I was like, maybe he did found something. The music sound like felt the tension, yeah. Freda the cat, of course she landed. Okay, look like, did we find a bug? Okay, let's do a test. So we'll come here, open a new window, put this. So now the image is this. Let's put PDF here, PDF. So the type is also PDF and it was URL. Oh, is it what we messed up? No, it's URL. Okay. After that, we need the URL of our PDF file. So let's go here, and our PDF file was this one. And now we can ask to summarize it. Right? And the model will be Reka Edge. And now I just need my API key. So for that, guess what I will do? If you think it will put us in security mode, you are totally right. How can I play that smart? Okay, if I come here and I open this, and I open, do I have here caption this? Yes. Make that bigger. If I go in, cool. I think though we might want to, just one second. I'm sure I will put it back in a few seconds, but I think let's go here. I think I changed a version of that recently. I was fine-tuning it. Boom. Maybe I didn't push. Yay! Oh, I landed! But I'm still not beating Tête d'Ampoule. Nevertheless, landed. Okay, so if I come here, Hey, thank you for what's happening. Stony Eagle, bonjour. I never understand what that voice says. I should pick another voice. How dare you? No, no, you're still leading. You're still leading, but I did land. Yeah, you're leading, and I'm second, and then it's spread out. And then, oh, Sortidev, you also landed. I heard nothing. Oh, you didn't hear the text to speech, Stony? Really? Are you messing with me?
Bonjour. Hi.
Did you
How are
hear?
you today?
Did you hear that? Okay. And can I trigger that on my side?
I'm a big loser.
Did you hear the? I'm a bigger loser. Okay, well, that's the thing. It's very bad. I should do something better. It does the, like, you know, alert thing, and then it's speech very fast. Oh, maybe it's not coming through. Okay, I will have to work on that. And like I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Dissatisfied. I'm not happy with like the text to speech, so I guess I will implement my own. But I didn't have the time, and I think it was the
Bonjour. Hi. How are you today?
I used the I forgot Twitch Lab or whatever alerts you could use. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, you could. I could use the same thing as you. It's true that it's working well. I don't know. Like, did you build? I'm guessing you build it your own. So one thing we can do here, see his caption, an image by URL. So we could pick this, bring that at the bottom, just like this, and now say summarize PDF. Right, and I have new keys on my keyboard because it's not the same as usual. Okay, so this, cool. So here it will be excellent. Cool. Now I can go here, pick that URL again. Go here and put it there. And use Reka Edge. Wait, what? I'm using Flash. Oh, maybe it's only with Flash. So let's give it a try. Okay, doesn't know the PDF URL, and if I took Flash, no way, Flash know that. Sure, please upload the PDF. What I did. Okay. Sure, please upload the PDF, provide a link to it. Yeah. It's a PDF. Oh, okay. So look like Edge doesn't know this. Interesting. I made the code happen. Okay. I'll ping you for details. Okay, so I think I will remove it. Until I have a better understanding on like how to make it to work. Here, let's close this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we. Yeah, I think we delete this. Move to trash. And then here we need to remove this part. We need to remove this part. And we need to remove that part. Excellent. Tête d'ampoule! 89, man. It's not working. I thought maybe if I had like a fancy emote. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to change the season. It's still winter. I really need to change the season. Should I do it now? So I don't forget. Let's do that now. And that, oh no, not that keyboard, that other keyboard. Let's switch. So the drop game. Although it will initialize this stuff. No, because no, it's the drop game, so we're fine. Okay, parachute. So property. Okay, and do I have? Cool, notepad open here. Okay, well, what I'm looking for. So let's open the browser here. And I need to let JavaScript run on this page. Excellent. Okay, so we have oh, well, okay. I got it. So I change and put this. I do refresh. You know, if we try. No more snow. I still landed just here, by the way. That's me, right? Oh, magnet. Oh. Okay. Oh, here, yeah, I start typing and stuff. Okay, cool. So we have that. That's all good. So in terms of code, I think we're fine. So right now, the stuff I need to prep here is the README. Because now we have more things in visions, video clipping, automatically clip. Now we can add prompt here. So happy I can now reliably wake up your TV. What? Oh, so you found you not fix it, but you did it. That's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. So if you don't know, Stony Eagle you should definitely jump on his stream and have a look. He's working on a project called No Mercy. It's kind of like a Plex or a Netflix, but on steroid, that go cross-platform, and you could control a bunch of different things, and you put all your media, your music there. It work across your PC or Android or iPhone, like iOS platform and all those things, your computer, and it's pretty amazing. And he built everything by himself and a few agents more recently, and it looks very pretty. Okay, so we have that, and here in the prompt, a few. Are you still doing the agent podcast? Is that thing still going? Did you see what? And another question for you, Sony. Did you see about, like, you're using Claude, but Code Rush? Mark was building. I forgot how he called that. A UI to visualize Copilot Squad, and it looks pretty cool. Oh, let me try to bring that up. Can I bring that up? So that thing is a podcast. Is it sound?
No Mercy Media Server.
Okay, well it.
The effortless encoder.
Okay. I thought it was like act, different voice and stuff. That would be like you're spending a lot of money to do that. But yeah, just like this, it's fine. So like he's using a bunch of agent to work, and like initially it was creating a podcast. Oh, but that's kind of a blog post. It's not a podcast. I'm talking about your podcast where like all the agent were like, there was the agents that was doing a podcast or a blog post. That feel like show notes. Okay, so it was a one-time thing. Okay. Here prompt. I should. You know what? Why I'm typing today? I should go and say for images and small video about 10 seconds, you can ask any question you want and get the response right away from AI. Did it work? No? Still thinking? Hey. Testing. Hello? Did I broke something? Oh, it worked. For images and small video, about 10 seconds. You can ask any question you want and get a response right away. Okay, that's good. Stop! You can also detect objects. So just by saying the object you're looking for in an image, AI will find it and return the coordinate of a box that surround that object if present. Not sure if it's clear. You can also detect objects. What's the icon? This one? You should know. It's for open code, McNet. If you want open code, you could just like have this. And it will start open code in VS Code. So I have Claude, Copilot, and Open Code. Those are my favorites. Though I need to try, maybe we can try, I forgot how it's called again. The Google one, Anti-Gravity. I did install it. One of my friends is like, yeah, you should totally try it. So Anti-Gravity, I have it installed, but I didn't try it yet. So maybe Friday we could try that. You're back, just in time. Yeah, so maybe we could try Anti-Gravity on Friday. I don't know if we will be working on the Android app or if we will be working on 2D6 Dungeon. I'm not sure. I feel like last time we were on a good stream, good strike. You know, we made progress. Je pense que tout le monde a la ref du film. Yeah, I'm back. I'll be back. I think I watched that movie the first time in French though. Not sure what he was saying. Was it Je reviendrai? Doesn't have the same punch. You can also detect objects. Name the object you're looking for in the image. You can also detect object in images. Images. Name the object you're looking for, and AI will find it in what? AI will find it yeah. Maybe we could. Maybe. That's good. I want to keep it this text simple, but can you improve it? Oh yeah, now it works. Ask any question about an image or a short video up to 10 seconds and get an instant response. Describe video and also detect object and image. Provide the name of that object you're looking for. Okay, that's good. Yeah, though I don't, maybe we can, if I'm doing this here, I guess we need to do it everywhere though. Okay, cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we're good. I can push that, right? So what do we have? We have the README here, and we have this. Okay. So if I go to n8n Reka, what's this? I don't need that. The README, that's good. Okay, stage this, please add some stuff. Since you know English well, do you happen to have a free downloadable English-French dictionary? Oh, ooh. For a long, long time, I use an app on my phone. I think it was the Oxford Dictionary or something like that. When I started. And the reason why I was using that, back then we didn't have AI and stuff like that, but I want something to work offline. So when I start reading a book in English, I was looking like every word. I was reading technical stuff for years, but reading a book was different because it was talking about the feeling, atmosphere, and describing a room or like a personage. I was like, okay, I understand the guy has a beard. What is it about that beard? And like had to search like 5 different adjective, and I was like, oh damn. So I used that. Today I read a lot in like e-reader, kind of Kindle, and it helps me most of the time better to just like in those stuff. Usually if you tap on the word, you have a definition in English. And at the beginning, it was harder, but making that effort helps me. So I'm explaining, so clicking the word give you an English definition of that English word. So I said, Frank, that's not helpful. Yes, it is, because then it helps you understand that new word. And there, because of all those example and like that, those other words explaining that specific word, there's good chance you understand what it means. If not, then open your phone, Google Translate, or whatever you're using, ask AI to translate for you. That's what I do these days instead. So I do that very often, even if I understand English. I'm not perfect, far from there, right? So I'll just tap on the word, I will have the definition. I will try to stay in English, so my brain stay in English, instead of like always changing French, English, kind of like try to do the switch. Then I'm like in English mode. Who landed? McNet. Cool. So we have Ted Dampool, myself, Sorty Dev, and McNet who landed today. Great. Great. Okay, so I have this. So I think I told you I will put back my hoodie. Yeah? I was frigorified before the stream here, but I'm guessing the lights are helping to warm up the room. And the basement, it's like, maybe it's the humidity in the air, I don't know. But it was super cold. Cool. I can repeat it all in French very quickly if you prefer. But yeah, so it helps me to improve, like staying in English. But yeah, you know. But yeah, Oxford Dictionary, I think that was the one. It was an app on my phone, and I was doing that. Otherwise, and like yeah, when I started, it was like a paper dictionary. And I was slow, man, because you need to carry the book and the dictionary, and then like digital book. So at least that was done, and then I was like, oh, can I have like a digital? And then I think first it was on a, yeah, it was on my phone. I think I got that. Forgot. Okay, so now we have that. Let's make sure we have that version, and let's try to have some fun with some kind of template. So let's rebuild this. Cool. Yeah. I bought some, and my wife was like, why are you not buying the digital version? You won't carry those. And I'm like, yeah, but I can flip around and circle and do stuff. I feel like to you know, sometimes it's better. But recent for our next trip, I bought the digital version. You can then search quickly. I remember back then when I was doing photography for like newspaper and stuff, and like I was, you know, you call and say, okay, you need to go at this place at that time, and you have no clue. So I had like a book with like a spiral edge, you know. It was opening, but like this was a spiral, so you could flip it and it will stay open, kind of thing. But it was a map. So you look at the city or the street name, and then say, okay, so page 24, I-5, and then you go at page this and say, okay, cool. So that's where I want to go. And now I'm at like page other than you need to memorize. Yeah, that was something. And like you're in a rush and by yourself and trying to go and like. But it was, you know, it was another time. Okay, let's restart that. So I guess we could sort. What do we do? Because I guess here I won't have Google Drive set up. So we could say on a change to a specific file. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to create credential and stuff. Yeah, no, I cannot do that. Okay, I'm not doing that. Okay, let's forget the trigger for now. Let's keep the trigger manually. Do we have folder? No. File. Have a good night, McNet. See you another day. See you Friday. Happy to have you. Thank you for being with us. Oh, interesting. So I don't have it here. FileMaker, extract from file. Oh, yeah. Read, write file from disk. So I guess I could do that. So I could take the image. We could maybe sort the image. Maybe we could do a template like that. So read the file, but then I need to have it. What's happening? Oh no! Well, I'm already in light mode. It's true, I need to add more stuff that you could use. I found the other day a good idea. I want to do that. So yeah. Okay, so I think what we could do is we could sort images based on the content. In different folders, and maybe what can we do? Maybe we want to add a file with some kind of description, right? So I don't know. So first, let's put some image. So here I will have to oh, I'm hiding it. Boom. So I have this volume that I'm sharing here. So I guess I could add another one, another volume. So we can put images inside. But the thing is, man, the thing is, it won't work for the people who are using n8n and it's hosted. I'm running n8n locally, so that's why it's free. But you can run n8n on the online version, and for that version, reading file locally won't work. So you need to use a provider. But I don't want to set up a provider while streaming, because like that's opening, like if it's already set, would that be long if I do that? Maybe I can go, like it's mostly 5, so maybe I keep that for another time and I prep my connection. Yeah, maybe I can do that, because the thing is, if we go with Google, I say Google. It could be OneDrive. It could even be a FTP. But who's using FTP these days? But if I'm, for example, if I go with Google Drive, let's say copy file, doesn't matter, right? And then I need to set up credential. So for that, I need to go into the Google console with my account and specify the service I want to access, and it will generate me keys and stuff like that. You know, you need to do all that. I think it's interesting, but in an environment where I share my screen, it's very dangerous. So I think I'm better, because you know, that's my Google account. I think I will do that offline instead. So when we get here instead, it will just be like, use your Google account. You know, in the drop down there will be an account created, and I will be using that, and it will work. And we can then, like, even if you see the file I'm using, you know, like in the folder, that's fine. But like creating that specific credential, I feel like that's very sensitive to do while streaming. I feel uncomfortable doing it. And it's the same if I go with OneDrive. It's not Microsoft OneDrive? Or Dropbox. Oh, maybe Dropbox could work better. If I do copy file, let's check. Set up credential. Yeah, it's the same. I need to create an ID. Okay. If I go close. If I go and try with Dropbox, can I work with copy file? Oh, that's a token. Okay, so I can set up a few credential next time, and then we can create that. So what are the things? So we could have a workflow. What would be a good idea of like template? Let's work on that for the few minutes we have. If I go here, I say GitHub, come on. And let's go into my repo. No, profile repo. And then here, that's the one I'm looking for. Am I creating this here or on the main? Let's go here. Oh, I have an issue. Oh, yeah, we're working on that. Templates. Sort images or video in different folders. The workflow could check every media in a specific folder and then move the images or the video based on some condition to different folders. So for example, each images containing a cat will go in a folder, a subfolder named cat. Each images containing a dog will go in a subfolder named dog, something like that. Cool, no worry. Oh, I'm not in light team. Is it okay if I It's long to change in this. I just noticed. I was in light mode in here. Okay, subfolder. So the workflow could check every media file in a specific folder, then move the images or video based on some condition to a different folder. For example, each image containing a cat would go in a subfolder named cat. Each image containing a duck. Was it that terrible? Come on, Doug. Would go in a subfolder name Doug. What else? What else we can do? We could build an index of all the video indexing. I'm not sure if it's an index, the word I'm looking for. Like it will be a document about all the video in the same folder. Is it an index? A summary? But like of all the video or images? I don't know. What could that be? Like build, write, create a text index of all video in a folder. Not sure if index is a good word. Create a text document that summarizes every video contained in the same folder with like a title and description for each of them. Not the title, but the file name. What else could be interesting? What else could you do with some automation and vision AI? Oh, we could yeah, let's do that. Each time there's a new YouTube video that is published, prepare a quiz with questions that have options as an answer to help us study. Say multiple choice questions. All option. How do you say that? The question multiple choice answer. A multi-choice. I would like to have something that detect also. Send an alert notification when an object is detected in an image. It could be interesting to see if we can extract some image from a video to generate image and then parse them to scan and in the detection process. I don't know if FFmpeg is part of that process. It could be interesting to see if we can extract some images of a video or from a video of a video to generate and then parse them to and pass them to the detection process. I think that's clear. Yeah, I mention it explicitly for you, man. Yeah, it could be cool, right? I know it's possible. I do it by code, but I wonder if we could do it in n8n, because the detection processes only work with images. But if we have a video, we could ask the video, describe, or like, tell me when there's which time frame there's potentially a cat in that video, and then after that extract those images and then parse those images inside the detect, and if we have this, then return, say, hey, detected. That could be cool. So like, you know, that'll be expensive, you think? Not that much. Not that much. You could even do this locally. Like, yeah, you can run the service on a server. You can now have Vision AI running locally, so you don't even have to pay any tokens. If it's like you want something close to real time, then like you need a lot of power, then yeah, maybe you will use like a cloud service, so it could like go fast. But I'm thinking for like a company that analyze a bunch of video and stuff like that, and so detection of this, then you detect whatever, you know. It's template. I think it could be interesting to mess around with that. Do you have other ideas? Validate if a video is safe for work. We could do that. Oh yeah, we could do that. Check a video if check if a video is safe for work, and if it's not, then move it to a different folder. That's why I'm asking, like you could ask AI, so like it will be done in like 2 shots or like different shots, right? Where you say, is there a cat in that image? And then they will return, say, yes, there's a cat at, you know, frame 26. Obviously, it's probably 26, 27, like, you know, and like a few because the cat is there longer. So then from there, you could decide, okay, I'm picking like 5 frame up or like, you know, so by bunch, and then like analyzing. Yeah, it could be, you know, but it is a complex task to analyze and detecting where is it in the frame and whatever. I don't know. It's ideas right now. We're just like, you know, even this, I'm not sure I want to work on that. I think it's a cool idea, but I'm not sure, like, should I be the one working on that? I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't put that. It's on the work. I already have a short video on that, not this. I think it's good. I think we have enough for now. Cool. I think, guys, that it's time. It's jump time. I wish I have this. Like Adam's learn. Let's wrap it up. So before we go and raid someone, because yes, we'll be raiding someone, and you help me to find someone who can raid. Let's check out the stream summary. Stream summary. So today, stream 413. This is amazing. We work on the n8n Reka Vision integration. The game result is Tête d'Ampoule with a score of 89. That's mostly 90. That's a pretty good score. And then myself with 76. And then Fred the Cat, Mechnet with 40, Surlydev 38. And after that, yeah, people who didn't land. It happens. Each streams, it's normal, it's okay. The biggest score was Tête d'Ampoule, biggest loser was Grovosaurus. I'm glad that it's a digital friends. The luckiest was definitely Tête d'Ampoule. Tête d'Ampoule, you should go buy a lotto ticket right away. And the super participant was Mechnet. Well, at least he landed. 17 try. My God. Mechnet, you are in fire. I know you're sleeping now, and it's good that you're taking force. No, not drop. I want to hide this. So now, who should that not lock? But that's Stan, of course. You're totally right. So, who should we raid? Who should we raid? Oh, did I land? Grovosaurus. No, Grovosaurus, too late. You were the biggest loser. this doesn't count. So there's Adam. Oh, there's Boolean. There's Bash Bunny. Grover. Oh, Grozers. What's Adam? There's an icon that I don't understand. Oh, I need to knock. That's what the icon mean. Oh, and it's a pause right now. Okay. Who do we raid, guys? Everybody's leaving. Bash Bunny? What she's doing? New project, research, prep time. No stream, it's just chatting. Oh, we can go hypnotic. Ignore me. Are you streaming? You're not streaming. So why do you say ignore me? All right, you gave me a name. I missed it. Oh, Maya. Sorry, I missed the message. I missed the message. I didn't ignore you, man. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, what she's doing. Game Boy emulator. Oh, that could be interesting. Yeah, okay, let's go see Maya. Thank you for the suggestion. They look interesting. Next time we could go see the hypnotic games. Look also pretty cool. So hey everybody, thank you a lot everybody for being with me today. It was very appreciated. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for the new followers. Merci beaucoup pour les nouveaux followers. It was very appreciated. Now we'll go raid Maya and say, yeah, Maya Rayner, and say hi and see you Friday for some cool stuff. Friday is cool stuff. Hello, hello. Who's saying bonjour when we leave? Oh, au revoir. Okay, bye. Let's raid. Click here and click there.